Star Trek versus Star Wars, a conflict over wokeness and inclusion. Somehow, Star Trek was born woke, and everybody accepted it. Meanwhile, Star Wars tries to do the same thing, and its fan base acts like it's a betrayal. So, what gives? Let's go back to the beginning because context is everything. Star Trek's birth, a bold vision in a divided time. Star Trek launched in 1966 in the heat of the Civil Rights Movement, the Vietnam War, and space race propaganda. America was torn. Segregation was still fresh. Martin Luther King had just marched in Selma the year prior. Into that fire walks Gene Roddenberry, a white man with a dream of a future without racism, sexism, or poverty. And he put that on the screen. He cast a black woman as the bridge officer, an Asian man as the pilot, and even a Russian during the Cold War. On purpose. Roddenberry wasn't just predicting the future, he was challenging the present. His vision was unapologetically inclusive. Star Trek wasn't just woke, it was a moral blueprint for a better humanity. And fans accepted it because it was baked into the foundation from day one. Star Wars now the second part, Star Wars launches. Myth over message. Now contrast this with 1977, the year Star Wars exploded in the theaters. The US had just pulled out of Vietnam, Watergate had shattered trust in the government, the people were disillusioned and exhausted. George Lucas gave them mythology, not morality. Star Wars offered a fairy tale in space built on Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, a simple story of light versus dark, order versus chaos. The world was epic, not progressive. The main cast was nearly all white and male, and the mythic tone didn't challenge real-world structures. It enforced them. That's not to say that Lucas didn't value diversity. He absolutely did. But the story didn't demand it, and the fans didn't expect it. Fast forward to today, and we live in this globalized world with global pandemics, global economies, and a globally connected culture. Media that ignores this reality is lying to itself. Disney sees this. They know that Black, Brown, and LGBTQ audiences buy tickets. They stream content, they support franchises. Inclusion is not just ethical, it's smart business. And yet, when Disney casts John Boyega or Kelly Marie Tran or highlights queer characters, the backlash is loud. And why? Because Star Wars fans were not primed for progressivism. Star Trek fans were. So now we're watching a franchise wrestle with its own fandom, trying to evolve while being chained to its own nostalgia. And when progress feels like change instead of continuity, resistance is often inevitable. The truth is that both Star Trek and Star Wars value diversity, but only one made it a consistent narrative from the start. In this new age, serving only a global minority is not just ethical, it's insane. We're not in Kansas anymore, we're on Earth, together. And some companies have chosen to serve all of us. So I admire Disney for all their efforts, although they've been defeated by the very group, or a large part of the very group, that actually made them. It's going to be a conundrum. We'll see how they work out. And at this point, it seems like Star Trek may have lost some of its momentum in terms of that diversity and inclusion. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But thanks for stopping in. As always, hit that like and subscribe.